Most of you know Jack Sheehan, I think, but in addition to, from his golfing days, he went on to become a fabulous writer. And he was a co-author of, with Peter Jacobson, the book Buried Lies. He did a book called Class of 47, which is about Annapolis. And he's done a couple of books about Las Vegas and kind of the inner workings of Las Vegas, one of which is called The Players, and how it all works in that very interesting and exciting city that you and Jack live in. So, take me back to the start. When did you realize you were going to be pretty good at this game?
Well, I always loved golf. I always played a lot, but I did a lot of other sports also. I played baseball until I was 17 and had to make a choice of going to a national baseball tournament or to the USGA Juniors. I qualified for that. And I was actually on the track team for 2 terms at Oregon. And figured out pretty quick I wasn't at that level, at the level I needed to be to compete there, and had some friends on the golf team. So I switched, and I was probably a 2 or 3 handicap at the time. And when I just focused on golf, my handicap dropped fast, and I found out I was pretty good.
When I said that you were going to talk about going from 4 sports to 1, it is pretty remarkable that you did baseball, you're pretty good at that. You were on the track team, and did okay at that. You did volleyball and golf. And do you think anybody else has ever competed for 3 national championships within a month in 2 different sports?
I'm not sure of anyone else.
Somebody ought to check. Who's the... Michael Rist, I bet, can look up some history stats on that to see if you may be the only one. The volleyball, the U.S. Open, and the NC2A championship, right?
Yeah, in about 4 weeks.
Within 1 month. That's a busy, what, 20-year-old?
It was pretty quick. I was 21, just turned 21. They had the NCAAs in Portland, and we had a very good club team. A bunch of guys from Southern Cal, a couple of fraternity brothers who were good. They taught me how to play. I was a jumper on the track team, so I had good springs. And it was pretty quick, and it was fun. Good athletics, all that. We applied and got able to get in. Won a couple of games, ran up against Long Beach State, got destroyed, and then got to play in a couple golf tournaments.
But a couple of little golf tournaments, the NC2A and the U.S. Open. And you've played in the PGA championships and won prestigious amateur events. You knew you were beating the pants off most of the people around. You won the Rosars and the Payless. So becoming a tour player had to be at least on your mind. What was the process there?
It was the goal, and I wanted to go there. There are a few little roadblocks that come in your way, and I think I may have been ready at the time. I made it to the final stage of Q school after I turned pro in 1970, and pulled a muscle in my shoulder at doing KP at my Army Reserve duty, and missed by 2 shots. And kind of ended up getting back a couple of years later. My game just wasn't quite the same, nor was my passion. I worked for a couple of years as a club pro and really enjoyed teaching. And I kind of missed part of that, and I didn't enjoy traveling as much. So I played for about 4 years with not a whole lot of success, and then embarked on another venture.
But you did have a lot of success as a player. Can you pick a highlight or two? Does anything just jump out at you, maybe a round or a tournament that you relive from time to time?
There's a bunch that stand out. The Pacific Coast Amateur is probably the highlight. Winning it in LA, I led for all 4 rounds. Then returned to defend my title in Vancouver, BC, at Manitoba, at Marine Drive, and led for all 4 rounds there. So I had the lead for 8 straight rounds in that. And that was quite a highlight. I loved that.
Who did you compete against in those? Anybody whose name we might recognize?
Johnny Miller.
Maybe heard of him?
A couple others, Forrest Fessler. Not a lot of tour play. Patrick Simons, David Wins. There were a lot of the guys from the Northwest.
So then you said you redirected things and something clicked with you and you said, I bet I can teach other people how to enjoy, how to play this game better.
Correct. I just get a lot of enjoyment if someone shows up and has some desire to be there, that I really got a lot of gratitude out of helping them do it.
Is there a school you go to become a better teacher? Is there a professional's guidebook or
It's
something?
one of the great things about the PGA of America is the sharing of information, the helping people, the mentoring. I was always pretty good, but in the middle 80s, we started doing some national teaching seminars. The National Teaching Coaching Summit came around. You really didn't have a lot of seminars regionally until about that time, and since then it's become fabulous. I'm just a seminar junkie. I just love trying to get better.
You're a Northwest guy.
Yes, sir.
And you came up here for this event from Nevada and have been there for quite a while now.
17 and a half years.
17 and a half years. Tell us about the move, about what precipitated that.
I was working fairly successfully in club pro as a club pro for quite a while. In 1990, I just decided I wanted to focus on teaching, and it was much more normal for guys to be just teachers rather than club pro who taught. And so I did that for a while. I did it fairly successfully in Oregon, Portland area, and Central Oregon, ran golf schools at Eagle Crest Resort. And my son got serious, Brian, who is here, got serious about his golf game and started working on it and ended up going to UNLV. He had a fabulous team down there. He was the same year as Adam Scott, also a teammate of Charlie Hoffman and Ryan Moore. And after his freshman year there, I was working at Langdon Farms, a Hoagie Sports facility, and Hoagie Sports severed their relationship with John Jacobs Golf Schools, and there became an opening in Las Vegas at a really big place, and I made a presentation, and they let me go down there. It was just, up here I love the Northwest, but it's a little challenging to teach you around.
Well, that's true. We understand it, especially after the winter we just had up here in the Northwest. That move to Las Vegas must have been a pretty smart deal because you were inducted into the Las Vegas Golf Hall of Fame here not too long ago, right?
Yeah, just a couple of years ago.
Congratulations on that. I want to hear about how you get kids into the game. I know that's a passion of yours and probably of all the professionals here, but what is the best way to get that, to get Les's 12-year-old grandchild interested in the game?
I'm going
12-month-old.
On the way up here, we stopped at the location of my first head job, Olympia Country Golf Club, and had lunch there. And I still remember the head of the Department of Game, who was the vice president of the club at the time, named Jack Whalen, watching me give lessons to some of the little kids out there and going through. He says, "Mike, you're doing it really good. You're doing that just like I would teach a dog to like to go fetch a duck out of cold water." I said, "Huh?" And he says, "Well, first of all, when you got the dogs, you got to do it in the summertime when it's warm. You got to play a game and make them have some fun, and then quit before they want to." And it really made sense to me because I got to make it fun for them. And I'm not going to ever say, let's hit a few more balls. I'm going to try to make them quit before they want to, and always have in the back of their mind that golf's fun. I should go do some more.
Yeah. That's great advice, great advice. I know that you're seeing a lot of old friends here tonight. Maybe people you haven't seen for quite a while. What does this evening mean to you?
Oh, it's so meaningful for my relationship to both bodies. I know a lot of the people in the PNGA and the PNGA Hall of Fame. I was actually taking a list at it, but out of the 64, there'll be a few more, but I know about 40 of them that I've met, played golf with about 25 of them, gave lessons to 9 of them, stayed at the house as a guest with 2, and took a golf lesson from 1. I'll give a bonus. I'll buy lunch to anyone who can figure out who I took a lesson from. It's not an easy question to ask. My table's exempt from this. You can't answer anymore. And then I look at the PGA side, and I've taken lessons from a dozen. I've had probably half a dozen mentors, people who helped me along the way. Jerry Molds, who helped Les a lot, was assistant pro at Riverside Country Club when I was growing up, and he gave me hundreds of lessons, helped me a lot, and was been a very good friend and mentor ever since. But it's meaningful for the friendship.
Well, you have meant a lot to the game. Congratulations on being a member of the Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much.